think the best way I think encapsulating the kind of approach that I take, though, is that I really come from a family of designers. My grandparents were very talented German illustrators. The kind of like technical design, not the kind of like, when you say artist, you can think of this like crazy rambling kind of artist. Not like that at all. I mean, very tidy, very structured fashion illustration and graphic design illustration. We had to draw the fonts out. And I grew up in a family where art and creativity was the tone of the family, this structured German kind of design. And that's how I got raised, to draw and to do clay and silk screening. Um, that was the most important thing in the family, was to be a good artist. And then I started getting all these environmental messages. In the late 80s, there was like whaling going on, whaling with harpoons, Mururoa Atoll, French testing. A lot of news about deforestation in Australia, the dolphins being trapped in tuna nets. And, it really got to me, 8 or 9 years old. I mean, it broke my heart, the idea that a dolphin could be, caught in a net. It's very distressing to me. Perhaps children maybe all have a different level of sensitivity to these kind of messages. But I remember really being like very upset about these messages. And it just sort of led into just this sort of strong environmental desires to want to fix it. And I was very attracted to these communities, these activist, sort of counterculture activist communities that I wanted to join. The animal rights and the vegan, the vegan ones, and the radical left, and all of that. I kind of wanted to be a part of it all. But in my overall social sort of entrepreneur journey, I mean, I do want to make an impact on the world. I mean, obviously that's what it's all about. But really, where I come from is as a creative force. Like as an artist. I was a little girl who used to draw flowers, and I used to like draw pictures of birds, and I used to like make things and sew. And so when I look at all of my work now, I'm really coming as a creative force. I think that's what I ask myself. How can I do some excellent creative work today? What can I use my best creative skills towards? And the medium happens to be social and environmental work. But yeah, I just approach everything with creative energy primarily.